Hello, friends. How are you doing? Sorry for my absence, but it's just been rough for me. Um, with surrounding like people passing away and stuff like that, and it's hard for me right now. So it's been very hard for me, but as I am, whenever I'm down, what do? I like to tell a story. So here I am to tell you a story, and it's a knee slapper. So be ready. Okay, so a long time ago, and this is about keeping the spark alive in your marriage. Okay, this is going to be a cute one. Okay, all right. So a long time ago, okay, my sister is the party planner. Like, she's the best party planner. My older sister, the one that's always messing with my drinks. Okay, her. She was planning a bachelorette party because one of her friends was getting married. One of her best friends' sisters was getting married. And I helped my sister plan the bachelorette party. Okay. So it was a small, intimate gathering, about 10 to 15 women, okay, all different ages. They had their tias there and everything, and we did this truth or dare with the tias. Yes, picture your tias, the old tias, the older, seasoned tias. Yes, those tias, okay. So we wrote a series of dares. And everybody had to do it. It was either truth or dare. You either take, truth or dare. And they just all were going for the dares. So it was their own fault, okay? So one of the tias, one of her dares was to run outside. And she was about 60, like late 60s, I want to say, years old. One of her dares, or her dare, was to run outside and scream at the top of her lung, "I love dick." And she did. And oh my gosh, they could not stop laughing. And they're like, "Oh my God, Tia, you did it. Tia, you did it. Oh my God, Tia, and she did it. She didn't back down. Tia was downer than the younger ones. I was like, "Go, Tia." And they were just like so surprised. My sister's friend and the one getting married were like so surprised because they had never seen that side of their tia, because, tias are usually the church ladies, So the other tia, she wanted to dare too. Nobody wanted to do the truth. I always do the truth because I'm not going to be dared to do anything, right? So then the other tia does it, right? And her dare was to call her husband on speaker so we can all hear and start like sex talking him, right? Like talking sexy, like try to get him to sex talk. And he was down for it. Theo was down for it. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, Thea, you actually did it." Oh my, she was so red. I can't remember what she said. She didn't say anything X-rated, but, to the older generation, it was like, it was nasty. I think she said, "What are you doing?" She said they had like a word for sex, and it was so cute because she said, "You wanna," and whatever the word was. I want to say, "Do you wanna cuddle," or "You wanna something?" It was something so cute and innocent. And he's like, "Oh, yes. Oh, you're thinking about me?" Like, he so fell into it. And it was the most cutest, adorablest thing I've ever seen, ever. So then, till this day, they talk about that bachelor party. Till this freaking day. And then we made little cupcakes that were penises, and the tias were deep throating them. And they had whipped cream on them. And I was like, "Man, all your tias is going to go home and get laid right now." Like, you're welcome. You're welcome. I've always had like a soft spot for older people. The senior citizens, the golden years, and all that. I always love the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls are that's my crew right there. Like, I would hang out with them any day. I'm just an older soul, Well, so I've always wanted to work with older people, because I just resonate with them a lot more than people my age. And so it was really fun doing that party with my sister, because of course my sister's my best friend, and it was like, it was one for the books, like one for the books. Like it was so, and back then we didn't really have phone, like we had phones, but we weren't we weren't going live, and we're just living in the moment, you know what I mean? But man, I tell you, I bet you those tias were implanted in the beds that night because they were so ready to go home and see their husbands. Like, oh my gosh. So it's very important to keep the spark alive, even if you've been in a relationship for a really, really, really long time. Keep the spark alive, and if you can help it, stay together. Keep the family together if you can, because that's the most beautiful thing, is long relationships, that last a really, really long time. To be able to maintain the spark for that long. Sometimes we get lost, and we go do our own thing, but come back to it and do it, and do the things that you used to do, or do stuff that made you did when you were younger. Like these tias were down. Like I said, they were downer than the younger ones, than the bride. Like, oh my gosh, the bride was like, no, I don't want to do that, and the tias were like, I'll do it. I was like, I like these tias. These tias are cool. But anyways, I thought I'd bring you this story just to make you smile, because I was feeling really down. One of my good friends lost her brother, and he's from the hood. He's one of the OGs from the hood, and it's just bringing me back to where. Anyways, y'all have a good day, okay? Bye bye now.